Okay. As mentioned, we all know the Leafs are in round 2 against the Florida Panthers starting tomorrow. Yes, they are.
Really?
Breaking news. The Oilers in round 2 starting Wednesday. They're in Las Vegas. Interesting story just crossed the wire involving the Florida Panthers. So tickets for games 3 and 4 in Florida go on sale at 11 a.m. Eastern today. The Panthers are making sure, doing their best to make sure Leaf fans are not in the building for those games. They are banning addresses from Canada from buying tickets through Ticketmaster as of 11 a.m. And it says the following: FLA Live is located in Sunrise. Sales to this event will be restricted to citizens of the United States. Residency will be based on credit card billing addresses, and orders by residents outside of the U.S. will be canceled without notice and so like a Taylor Swift show. Canceled without notice and refunds given. Residency will be based on credit card billing address. For the record, Las Vegas, as of this moment, are not doing this for residents of Edmonton, as that series gets going. First 2 games are Wednesday and Friday. But generally, do you think it's a good idea? And I will revert to my brother, Alex Sixero, who just tweeted the following: Leaf fans will now be even more determined to get tickets for games 3 and 4. Nice job, Panthers. Did they mess this up here, Florida? Is this going to go against what they want?
Oh, yeah, because secondary sellers you can get it through that route. Everybody here has a friend in Florida because most people in Canada actually have a residence in Florida. Probably have an American credit card tied to their property in Florida as well. Is this a PR thing? Is this a kind of like, are they, like, what do you think?
I think they're afraid. Here's what I think, because they just saw Tampa Bay take on the Leafs.
Right.
As we know, our boy Billy was down there in Tampa. A lot of Leaf fans were in the building. And I think if your ownership, depending on who you are, this could tick you off. And you could try and level the playing field, because it's not the best look. But Tammie, is this the best way to go about it?
No, and so would this be the team's request to Ticketmaster, for example, to do this? I think it's a bad move on Ticketmaster's part too, because you know that Leaf fans and combined with Florida fans will be selling that place out, okay? Now, I know that Florida, yes, of course they obviously have a hockey fan base, but it's not as deep as the Leafs. Doesn't Ticketmaster want all of those, the sales commission that they're making off of it? Don't you want it to sell out right away? There's no guarantee, if you limit it to Americans, that it's going to sell out. I don't think it will.
Yeah, and how about if we just say that the Canadian players on the Florida team, they don't play either? If we can't go watch.
Well, I mean, that's a whole other thing.
Right? Like, this whole thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Stephanie Henry?
I see this as like, I don't know what it is. There's like an internal rage in here happening.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. So you can play that game. Tit for tat. The Leafs should do the same thing. No,
so they should ban all 5 Panther fans in Canada from going to that game?
Yes, absolutely. And then all the fans need to dive. Even, it says that they can't get inside, but they can be outside the stadium, right?
Yeah, they can go outside.
And you can buy tickets from a secondary seller.
Oh,
you can just go down. You can just go down
to 100% work. I think we all know that. It's not going to 100% work. But it's a rather intense attempt.
Yes.
And with Ticketmaster's blessing, to say, listen, if you're from Sunrise, you're in. If you're from Etobicoke, Ontario, stay home.
But is this to give the people in Florida a chance to get tickets? Because maybe if they just kept it open, Toronto fans would go in there and buy them all.
Well, then why block them completely? Why not allow them, maybe you guys get, was it pre-sale to Tampa Bay, and then
I think it's, honestly, I think it's more of what we saw in Tampa. A lot of Maple Leaf jerseys in that crowd. The Panthers generally, and you can clip this and post it, are an irrelevant organization that have done nothing in the history of the National Hockey League. They've been to 1 Stanley Cup final. They're guaranteed will be a quarter of that building's Leaf fans. The Leafs travel. Toronto fans are a lot of things. They travel. Raptor fans travel. Blue Jays travel. And Leaf fans travel. And that place could be a quarter full of Leaf fans if they're not careful with this. And they know that. And quite frankly, I don't mind it. Like, one day the Jays are going to take on the Red Sox. It's good for their city. Like, one day the Jays and the Yankees are going to face in the playoffs. One day the Jays and the Red Sox are going to face. I think we got to do that here. Honestly, I've had enough of that. Half the place is rooting for the Red Sox and the Yankees and Rogers Center. No. No, I don't hate the idea. I don't think it's going to work for Florida. But generally, I don't hate the idea. So that's just my take. What do you think? At Breakfast Television on Twitter. Again, this is not happening in the Vegas series. Or the fans go nuts.
Vegas wants everybody to come.
Vegas
Spend your money.
More BT after this.
Which is smarter.
We'll take that Edmonton money. Put it on black.